All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see, is anything coming through? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Huh. My desktop audio isn't coming through. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Tuesday and happy Veterans Day, too, to any veterans watching right now. We're going to see if we can catch any trade opportunities here. Market is now open, so we're getting our first opening range candle, and we're going to see what comes of this morning. What can we capture? Bitcoin might give us something down here at these lows. I'm kind of hoping it taps this 15-minute fair value gap if it's going to wick back up, but we'll see how it does. I need to go fix my speakers real fast. I just got to run behind the camera. Yeah, I should have fixed it. So, yep. Now they should be fixed. Yeah, now the audio is coming through. Okay. Good morning. Nice, dude. Gold might be giving us something over here. NQ's hitting into some highs, but they're not like as important as like these highs up here. I kind of want to see NQ sweep these lows to maybe give us a long opportunity. But we'll see. We'll see what kind of comes of it. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm flipping back and forth with ES and gold on the far right hand side. So I'll be like flipping back and forth with them. Because ES just gave us a good wick over here. So is NQ. We gotta wait for this candle to close though first to really do anything. Okay, this candle closed. There's no fair value gaps here in this opening. There is on ES, and it looks like ES might invert it. Oh, Bitcoin. Let's see. I also go back to gold real fast. Bitcoin actually might be giving us something here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. If you can, like the stream, share it. Yeah, I would like to see Bitcoin ideally hit this 15-minute fair 15-minute fair value up here, but it is failing to close below these lows here right now. And if it gives us what we need, we'll see. I want to see something here on gold. Yeah. I'm watching gold here. Gold might present something too. I'm in NQ. NQ might, like, is presenting an opportunity, but no fair value gaps for it to invert for us to take advantage of. So it looks like we're not going to really get anything with NQ here. As there's no fair value gaps here, the nearest fair value gap is there. And at that point, I'd rather wait to see what happens in here for if there's a long opportunity incoming. Gold might just give it to us right now. I'm a little hesitant on this gold one. Overall, gold is bullish, but I could see us retracing down further. And there is no fair value gaps here from this move up. I kind of, for gold, I don't think I'm gonna take this one. I don't love how the wick's not as big as I'd like it to be. I think I'm gonna not take that gold trade. I think I'm gonna wait for something if there's anything a little bit better here. You saw that TGR trading recap from yesterday? I didn't see it. Was it insane? Did he make a good trade? I know he's doing his like boot camp thing, or that like 3-day thing. So I'm sure he's trying to create some banger trades right now. I'm just gonna be patient and watch the 5. I would really like to see NQ manipulate these lows, and then potentially give us a long opportunity. That's what I'd really like to see. If you go to the 1 hour on NQ, like, we are looking pretty bullish for NQ, but this also could be where we actually can attack some of these key levels down here. I want to see if what I would love to see. So I like this reaction out of this 15-minute fair value gap. Gold could just rip from here. Really, it could just rip from here. And it gave us, there was a 1-minute kill shot potential opportunity, and it could just run. But what I'm kind of hoping is gold maybe comes back down and sweeps this low here one more time. Because if you look here, it broke structure to the downside. A lot of bearish displacement down here. So I kind of want to see this price come back down, maybe fail to displace this low it created in this fair value gap, and then push. Bullish today, yeah. It has been. It does look pretty bullish. Wow, that's a banger day. One day we'll get there. Yeah, Bitcoin's failing to give me the level I'm looking for, or the indicator I'm looking for, so I'm gonna be a little patient here. We are entering into that 15-minute fair value gap right here, and so maybe price will give us something inside here. In about 3 minutes, we should be getting a new 15-minute candle, so that'll be something important too. This is a beautiful setup on NQ, but literally not a single fair value gap was formed in all this. Nothing from here to all in here, not a single fair value gap. Let's go check out ES real fast. ES with this high, let's see if ES formed, gave us an opportunity. It did. ES inverted it, or gave us a fair value gap and then inverted it. Dude, ES lately has been the one that's setting up all the good setups. I've been journaling it, so at the end of this month, if ES is continually like doing winning setups and stuff, we'll start trading ES too. Right now we're just kind of watching it. But that's a winner on ES, I'm pretty sure. We'll see if it actually wins, right? So this would be it. Stop loss to this high. Inverted there. You would have got tapped in on this candle. And then 2 R's down there. We'll see if ES actually is a winner or not, or does it get stopped out. Oh, no. This is Did I not mark out London low of Bitcoin? Oh my gosh, I just realized I didn't mark out session highs and lows. I totally forgot to do that today. Looks like it's already there. It's below the London low. Yeah, we're below London low. That would be here. And then this high would be Asia high. And then you actually have okay. London high be here. So London low is already hit for Bitcoin. And we're actually below it now. Let me mark out all these levels. We have Asia high here. Okay. And Q. And then gold. Gold was super bullish overnight. 7. Midnight 2. So we got gold looks like it's heading to Asia low. And then this guy will actually change to Asia high. And then London high got hit. And then gold just hit London low. And for now, I'm not going to mark out ES just because I'm not actually trading it. So I'm willing to miss out on it. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. If you can, like the stream, share it. Today we're actually going live on TikTok too. We finally can do it on TikTok. So we're live on TikTok today. If you can, like the stream, share it. I appreciate you. Drop any questions you have. Okay. We should have gotten a fresh 15-minute candle. And we got this 15-minute fair value gap here. And nothing new on Bitcoin. Nothing new on Nasdaq. Nasdaq is super wicky right now. You know what I'm interested to see? Is there a fair value gap at all? There is, and it inverted it. It looks like Bitcoin's going to be pretty bearish right now. We hit 50% at Bitcoin. What range? What time frame range are you looking at? Hey, Kendra. Hope you're having a good morning. Hey, gold just hit this low. High. Gold just hit this low. I want to see what it does here. Does it displace through it, or does it push, or does it, does it displace through it, or does it reject and push up? Everything looks pretty bearish today so far. Like Nasdaq's failing to displace any high, pushing through. Gold's got a bearish, trend, respecting higher time frame fair value gaps and then pushing off. Yeah, gold just closed through that. Everything's looking very bearish. Let me see if MES, how it's looking over here. Oh, nope. Yeah, look at MES. It's looking great. Oh, let's see what NQ does here. Does it give us a big rejection and hit this 5-minute low? Oh yeah, let's see what NQ does. We have to wait for this 5-minute candle to close, but this is actually, this would be a high probability trade. Why? Because it is at a higher time frame fair value gap point of interest, a swing low on the 5-minute, or actually not a swing low, but it's just an important low that's within this fair value gap. And we could see, Nasdaq after this impulse range on here go and attack some of these higher levels within this bearish range here and maybe external range liquidity. I think it's leaning more bearish though than bullish, but we'll see if it gives us something. There's still 3 minutes on this 5-minute candle, so we have to wait for that to close. I want to make that very clear. This range right here, yeah. Good catch. Does it give us in this fair value gap, or even just below it? because if we're looking at the 5-minute, right? 5-minute could go outside of it and looking for. I'm just looking for my model to present itself on NQ. We're looking at a total of 4 assets: NQ, S&P 500, Bitcoin, and gold. So we're just kind of watching them, seeing what sets up for us this morning. So far, we haven't gotten any. Actually, that's not true. MES did give us a paper trade opportunity because we're practicing on S&P 500 because I'm not familiar with this asset at the moment. But MES did give us an entry, and it's actually looking really well. If you're on TikTok, the only one you can see, if you're doing like a normal phone style, like portrait, you can only see NQ. But if you turn your phone sideways and do horizontal, you can see my whole screen. And you can see all the assets I'm looking at. So I highly recommend, if you're watching me, turn your phone horizontal, you'll see all my screens. So it looks like NQ might close below this low here. Oh, maybe not, actually. I don't know. We'll see. Yes, far right is switching between gold and ES. Far right screen is switching. Right now it's gold. If you can read the top up here, that's the ticker it'll tell you. Okay, let's see what NQ does here. Let's see if NQ gives us... Oh, wow. The nearest fair value up's way up here. That'd be a huge... That's probably a lot of... Actually, it's not that big. It's still pretty big. It's 44.5 points, but not as big as we've seen. We'll see what price does here with Nasdaq, though. It looks like it wants to continue pushing lower. So there's S&P 500 on the far right hand side of the screen. S&P 500 has kind of failed to displace a lot of these wick lows here. Yeah, this would be, for me, like, if I'm in the S&P 500 trade, not a good signal for me. Yeah, S&P 500 is actually ripping up now. You would get stopped out. Yeah. Well, my order's in on this. We'll see if it gives it to us or not, if it taps us in. But it gave us exactly what we were looking for. Yeah, S&P 500 is ripping. Nasdaq has inverted this fair value gap. We'll see if it taps us in, though. What's up? Yeah, look at S&P 500 right now. Pushing really hard. NQ hit the target I wanted in a higher time frame point of interest, right? That 15-minute fair value gap failed to displace this 5-minute low. But it might not. I think I'm missing a candle here on my NQ. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to watch the 5-minute just to make sure that nothing, happens in the opposite direction, so we don't get caught in a 1-minute kill shot to the downside. But now we just wait to see if we get tapped in. Bitcoin is having a major push up also, but Bitcoin didn't give us a sweep of liquidity that we were kind of hoping for. Oh, would it be? I don't know. I don't know SMT divergence. I'm just gonna stick to the 1-minute kill shot one because I don't know how to read that. So it could be. I don't know. I don't know what the divergence is. The divergence could be this. I think what it is actually this, which is a long signal, is the fact that NQ made a lower low here, but then ES made a higher high, and ES broke structure and NQ hasn't, which is an indicator to go long for NQ. ES is the leading indicator going higher, making higher highs. NQ has failed to make higher highs. It made a lower low, and it's a lagging indicator. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong though. I don't know. I don't know SMT divergence, so I don't want to like explain it wrong. Where but we're still gonna just leave our limit order in. Even Bitcoin actually no, it didn't break structure yet, but Bitcoin even had a massive rip up. What would be really nice is if NQ could just give us a perfect pixel perfect tap in, and then just run for us. Like we're owed. Nasdaq, just kidding, we're not actually owed. All we can do is execute. You're not owed nothing. What I'm hoping is I got some evals trying to pass. What I'm hoping is, because if we go too deep in drawdown, this could blow some of the evals that we're trying to do. So I'm hoping we don't, like, it taps us in perfect and then kind of gives us exactly what we're looking for. Oh my, no, are you not going to tap us in? We're getting pretty close. It might just tap us in here on this trade. It's very close to our entry. Inside this inverted fair value gap too, where our entry is, we have multiple 1 minute fair value gaps. So we have two fair value gaps inside this also. You even have a 1 minute unicorn setup with a breaker block here with a fair value gap inside of it. So there are a lot of bullish setups here that are kind of presenting itself within Nasdaq. So I like to look for other. All right, there we go. We're tapped in. TP is up at 2R to take off 2/3 of the position. And now we'll see. Now we just watch 5 minute time frame and we trail with 5 minute order block. So I can't move anything until we get a 5 minute order block. And I learned my lesson yesterday with Bitcoin that I messed it up because I literally didn't do it again. Yeah, this one up here. I don't think that order block though is as important because if you look at this 5 minute impulse range, right, on Bitcoin, I'd say you'd want it to go a little higher. Actually, that's not true. It's like almost right at it. But I'd say this 15 minute fair value gap is where you'd really want Bitcoin to go if you're looking to go short. All right, well, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this plays out here. I'm hoping we can get a dub here on NQ. We didn't get any trades yesterday. We were very patient. We didn't get any setups today. We were very patient, waited for proper setup in a higher time frame point of interest. Failed to sweep this low. We're going to mark it as a liquidity sweep here. I don't think this is a bad trade at all. What I would love is if can we get an order block here. We did just get a 5 minute fair value gap on NQ also. So hopefully price can hold that 5 minute fair value gap and we can see some bullish displacement because on NQ in the 5 minute time frame has yet to displace any direction. This bullish displacement is the first fair value gap on the 5 minute time frame formed since market open. So hopefully price can hold this and can now attack external range liquidity. That's what I'm kind of like hoping here with this NQ position. Oh, it's pushing through. Hopefully it holds that. ES over here, it broke structure to the upside. It tapped into this external range liquidity, and you saw a big rejection off of that. Hoping that I'm hoping it continues up to the upside and pushes. Oh, whoa. Dang it, man. I said that one didn't work. Looks like it's actually inverting these. That's a bummer. You might have been right there, Sean, with the... I don't know the SMT divergence, though. I don't know how that works. Looks left for me. Rinsed. Yeah. Yeah, I got rinsed on that one. We also just got a 4-hour candle, a fresh 4-hour candle. With this. So you have this 4-hour candle, 4-hour fair value up right here. Okay. No 1 hour fair value gaps. And no 15 fair value gaps inside this 4 hour. Straight to 5. Dang, did we get caught in just a liquidity sweep that's gonna still push up? Look to the left on the 1 hour. Yeah, we're in this 1 hour fair value gap. And like you guys are right, the overall trend, right, is bearish on NQ, right? You look in like the 4 hour, we are in this bearish trend. And on the 1 hour, we're in a 1 hour fair value gap and an order block. Yeah, we are. We'll see. I just wait for my model to present itself. But if we get this 5-minute closure below this low here, then it's probably an indication that we might go lower here. Look at the M15 in that 1 hour fair value gap. Oh, left. Yeah, we're in a major fair value gap right now. And we're in the discount of this impulse range. See, it might give me another one right here. We just got a big wick and an inversion. Oh, it might run without me now. Let's see if it'll tap me. Oh. Buy limit of 3. Let's see if it'll tap me in on this one. Again, another big liquidity sweep here. Failure to displace this low. And yeah. And so now my target would be like this guy. So we'll take another stab at this. If it taps us in. So limit. Yeah, sometimes when the 5-minute candle closes, it'll create that inverse fair value gap before you get the chance to put in the order and tap you in. But we'll see if it taps us in here. We're risking 29.5 points on this one, so a little smaller than the last, and hopefully we can catch a good trade here. Okay, we're tapped in here. TP at 2R at the top of this high here, and then we'll see what we can catch here. S&P 500 again, S&P 500 finally tapped into that low and gave a nice rejection wick off of that. Same with NQ. So hopefully this one is now that liquidity sweep that will actually work for us. Looks like we just caught in one more liquidity sweep it wanted to do on that in that area. Okay, now I just watch 5-minute, and hopefully we can turn this red day around into a green day. Oh wait, never mind. Even if we turn this into an order block, we can't move stops. I'm wondering if Bitcoin will come down and sweep that low there and maybe give us a long opportunity too. Yeah, I like this failure to displace this low, right? Because if price was actually going to be bearish here, it would have closed through it and would have closed through this 15-minute fair value gap. But it seems to be holding right in this level. And also, right, like what Ryan was saying, you look to the 15-minute time frame to the left, we're in a very large 15-minute fair value gap and a very large 15-minute inverse fair value gap on top of each other, and we're in the discount of this range to hopefully target premium. So we'll see what happens here. I don't think we're taking poor entries on these trades. If they don't work out, it'd be a bummer if they don't, but I think we're making smart, educated decisions and based on our trading model that should play out and should have high probability. I don't let trades run overnight, no. Yeah, it looks like S&P might be pushing down here. I like the big rejection wicket it had off this 5-minute low in this 15-minute fair value gap, but we'll see. Yeah, but I'm just gonna stick to the model and be disciplined. Let's see what Bitcoin does here too at this low. See if Bitcoin gives me anything over here. Oh. Yeah, it looks like this one's not gonna work either. Unless we get, I mean, there's still a lot of time left in this 5-minute. We could get a push up still here. And the thing that I'm liking, like in the 5-minute, there's no displacement on this 5-minute. Like it's very wicky. There's no fair value gaps. The only fair value gap was this one to the upside. And so hopefully that's kind of an indication that, you know, sellers aren't totally in control right now. Cooked, bro? Not yet. Bro, there's no such thing in the world as a fair value gap. Get real. It's a fast moving market. I don't know who told you that one, but fair value gaps definitely are a thing on the charts. What are you trading? On TikTok, if you're looking at the middle screen, that's in Q, Nasdaq. And it looks like this one might fail on this long here. Yeah, imbalances are def real. They're not a fake. They're not something fake. Yeah, it looks like this one's not going to play out either. I'm following more than just history. It's a model I'm following. I've created. See, we're still in it. Price could still push up here and fail to close below these lows here and push up. There's still 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Yes, it's a live account. This is my own money on this account that you're looking at. And then I have two. I have Apex funded account, and then I'm working to pass a Top Step eval, but I don't think we're passing that today with the red that we've already taken charts on. All right, this last minute of this 5-minute candle will tell us a lot, but as of what I'm seeing now, it was looking pretty good up here when it inverted those fair value gaps, but now it's not looking too hot on the 1-minute time frame, and it looks like it's going to stop us out here. Yeah, there we go. Stopped us out on that long. Yeah. This isn't a bank holiday. Just to be clear, today is not a bank holiday. You could go to CME and go to TradeAway, go to any like website that cover like will give you the entire bank holiday schedule. Today's not a bank holiday. It is not, no. Today's not a bank holiday. It is a holiday, but it's not a bank holiday. Dang, I'm bummed that we didn't get any kind of setup up here. It did give us this big wick, but there was not a single fair value gap to take advantage of in this level. Okay, let's go over here and check on gold real fast. Gold's looking very bearish today too. You stopped too early. Yeah, I got stopped. Let's check on. So gold's at Asia low now. Yeah, gold had a great setup for sure if you're able to catch shorts. Let me check the 15-minute. See what we got here. 15-minute. Any fresh fair value apps? Nope. Nothing fresh on Bitcoin. Okay. I got out at Asia low. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's a great target on gold. Where's the 930 candle? Right there. Let me actually check. Did we invert this? Not yet. We still haven't inverted this fair value gap on 15. There we go. Okay. So for me, when it comes to trading, I'm only allowed to take in a day max 3 trades. So we've already taken 2 stabs at NQ, and so we'll see if we can get another trade opportunity. But in reality, I would want to wait for something pretty good setup. But as of right now, there's no setups for me on gold or NQ at the moment. So we'll see what kind of happens. But I limit myself every day to only take a max of 3 trades a day. We're not allowed to do more than that. Dang, I'm really bummed. You know what's crazy? MES, you got the 1 minute kill shot. It came with to stop you out to then run all the way down to what you wanted. Splashback. Yeah, I think risk management is the most important part of trading. How do you preserve your capital to stay in the game? How much are fees? I don't know. I could look. Let's see how much are fees. I don't know how much are fees. I think they're like a couple, like on CME, I think you can, or on TradeEvade, I think you can look up the fees. For those asking about the bank holiday, I'll show you how you can find that. If you go to like CME bank holiday schedule 2025, CME group holiday and trading hours, right? Here it'll show you every holiday, right? Holiday notes, CME global trading schedule, right? So these are all the days you should be staying away from trading. Today is November 11th, is not on this. Not November, Thanksgiving is, Christmas is, Labor Day is, you know, New Year's, Dr. Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, Good Friday, all those days are on there, but today is not a holiday. So if you're ever wondering, like, how can I know for sure if today is a holiday, go to CME trading schedule and then that year, and it'll give you every holiday. Are you a profitable day trader? I'm in my journey to becoming profitable. I would not consider myself a consistently profitable trader. One of my goals, the reason why I do this with the content, is just sharing my learning journey of what I'm learning, showcasing, you know, my live streams of me live day trading and live like analysis and live like mental processing of the charts. And then hopefully through that, as I build my audience and build, you know, a following, you know, people can then see the journey. We'll become profitable trader, but we're on that journey. I was able to lock in my first payout last week though, which is huge progress. To be able to lock in a payout. Like you know, you have to be making some kind of progress in order to lock in a payout. So until I can consistently, like every single month, I'm locking in at least one payout a month, you know, at least one. Ideally, it's every like week I'm locking in a payout. Then I would, if I can lock in a payout every week, I would say at that point I'm a consistently profitable trader, right? Yeah, if you can get one, you can get another, and that's where I'm at. Like I locked in one payout with Top Step, and now the goal is let's just see if we can like snowball this. Can we start getting another payout, you know, and you know, getting further into that journey. I would say I'm more consistently profitable on Bitcoin than I am with my futures and prop firms. Gia. What's your strat? 1 minute kill shot is the one I love. That one's been really good. My biggest weakness with my strat has been myself. Like, I have strict rules of like, hey, you can't move stops unless there's a 5-minute order block. I'll move stops earlier than that, or I'll like read the 1 minute kill shot wrong and take a trade at the wrong level or things like that. But the model has actually been playing out really well. Yes, that's 100% true, Sun Run. If the fees are too high, like it's really hard to win. That's what I've kind of found with Bitcoin is my trades are winning and my trades are consistently winning, but the fees have been eating at my profits and it's like the count's not growing just because the fees are kind of eating into it. Which has been a kind of a bummer. Yes, I do trade Bitcoin on my personal, though it is available on futures platforms. It's called MBT. Is the Bitcoin futures. You can trade Bitcoin on prop firms if you wanted to. I don't do it because I just don't like it. I don't think it moves the same, in my opinion. But you can trade Bitcoin on prop firms. It is possible. If you're looking, Darren, if you're looking for my strategy and you want to like dive into it or just like check it out, maybe back test it, go to my YouTube channel. And my most recent video I posted this last Sunday gives you 3 of my favorite models I've ever used. And 1 minute kill shot is in that, and that's my favorite one. Today it didn't work out, but you know, no strategy is 100%. You know, your no strategy is gonna win 100% of the time. And I think the important thing is that when you take a loss, what I used to do is strategy hop, is not to strategy hop. That's what I found is like one of the hard things to do. Because you get nervous when you take a loss in your model and you're like, oh, it's not working or whatever it is, right? Let me check out gold real fast, see if gold's presenting anything over here. Nah, gold's very bearish right now. Gold is ripping down. I really like trading gold during Asia session, dude. Asia session gold is like, I love doing that. 15-minute candle strat. What's your strategy? Yeah, I like gold during Asia. I've been pretty successful with it lately. Watch, S&P 500 and NQ are about to rip up. They just came to stop us out beforehand. Like look at S&P 500 out of this 15-minute fair value gap. To watch, they're gonna do it to us. And, Bitcoin looks pretty bearish right now. Never really gave me a good entry. There was a low probability 1 minute kill shot right here. But for me, I try to only stick to those high probability ones now. Like if it needs to be like in a higher time frame point of interest of a fair value gap or like a day low, London low, you know, Asia high, you know, session liquidity. And then also with a low, like a 5-minute low to sweep. And that's what I really like. Those are the trades that I found that work really well. Uh-oh. Did I lose my TikTok stream? What? Oh my gosh, dude. TikTok live stream, they just shut it down because of I was inactive, it says. I swear. Whatever. Well, we're no longer live on TikTok. They just freaking shut it down for no reason. One thing I've been thinking with the 1 minute kill shot too is adding another type of 1 minute kill shot. And what do I mean by this? Like, for example, if we know S&P 500 is bearish, right? It's broken structure to the downside. It's pushed down pretty hard. Same for NQ, right? If we see some kind of retracement into a key level, like there's no key levels in this downward momentum. What I mean by that is like here on this downward push, if S&P 500 had a 5 minute fair value gap, actually gold has a great example of this. Let's go to gold. Gold had a great example of this morning. Gold pushed down, right? Left a 15 minute fair value gap and a 5 minute fair value gap on top of each other. This is the 9:30 open candle. What did it do? It retraced back into that 15 minute fair value gap in this high. And so the 1 minute like retracement kill shot could be this. You wait for that retracement to the key level, and then you take the first inverse fair value gap on the 1 minute time frame after the retracement. And look at that. That would have tapped you in perfectly on gold, and then you would have caught a banger trade. That's been what I've been thinking about too, because right now we only are trying to catch like reversals, but why not try to catch continuations also? And this would be a great way to catch continuation trades. So you're going with the market, right? So there you go, 2R. You got hit right there, and then you would be trailing 5 minute order blocks, which it looks like you might get one way down here now, which would be 25.3 points on gold. But having like a retracement type 1 minute kill shot, and basically waiting for the market to show its hand. Okay, it's bearish. We get a retracement. We're respecting those footprints in that direction of the market. Wait for that inverse fair value gap. Boom. You target and go with the flow of the market. NQ didn't really. NQ in this morning was pretty disgusting price. I mean, even now, I think we might get our second 5 minute fair value gap all market right here. Same for ES. Price action is not really great. Actually, this could be a good example for NQ, right? So NQ has showed its hand that it wants to be bearish, right? NQ has showed its hand that it wants to be bearish. It's finally left a 5 minute fair value gap. Now let's see if price will retrace into this 5 minute fair value gap and then give us a 1 minute kill shot retracement opportunity. Same for ES. ES looks like it might give a little fair value up there too. All right, looks like ES didn't leave a fair value gap. Something. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed. For some reason, my trades didn't copy me on these trades, and so all my accounts didn't take any of those losses. That's huge. But that also is a problem. Question: how does a funded account work? Like, what broker do I need, for example, on Apex? Good question. So just to be clear, okay, I think a lot of people don't realize this when they get into funded trading. Funded accounts are like paper trading accounts. You're not actually trading real money, okay? What a funded account is, it's an agreement between you and the prop firm that says if you're able to put profit into this paper trading account, we will pay you out that prop firm. Okay, so you're not actually like trading real money. If you put that account to $3,000, the prop firm says, hey, we're agreeing to pay you out 90% of those profits to you. So the prop firm's taking that risk of paying you out that money. Now, in regards to what broker do I need, I highly recommend, if you're going to go on Apex, use TradeEvate. I think TradeEvate's the best one. There's Rhythmic and then there's Wealth Charts. I use TradeEvate. I really like TradeEvate. It's very easy. You can easily attach it to your trading view. You can easily go in and set up risk parameters and stuff for your accounts. I really like TradeEvate. That'd be what I would recommend. And TradeEvate also has like a mobile app, so you can like look on your phone or like get notifications if you had an order open. I like TradeEvate. I think it's the best one out of all of them. The other one people really like, so if you like say you went, Sean, to like Top Step, you can't use TradeEvate. You can only use what's called Project X, and that's a really good one too. It's got its own like its own trading view. It's got its own little like setup. It's pretty cool actually. So look at InKey right now in this fair value app. It looks like it's disrespecting it, actually. Is there a level I'm missing here? Not really. Are you on the 1 hour? We're still in that 1 hour fair value app. We've inverted this 15-minute fair value app. Look at ES. ES looks like it's actually setting something up. It failed to displace this low. But again, I'm not trading ES. Yeah, you would have actually got tapped in here on this inversion, and I wouldn't really want to do that though. You're kind of battling like all this momentum. But ES, you are in this 15-minute fair value app. And there's no fair value apps here on this move up, so that retracement, you wouldn't get like a 1 minute kill shot retracement type thing. Bitcoin also inverted this, so we're gonna delete that guy, clean it up a little bit, and then Bitcoin also has this double stacked 5 minute fair value apps. This would be something I'd kind of be interested in seeing when Bitcoin retraces into this big 5 minute fair value app. You know, does it actually start to come back down and invert, you know, some of these 1 minute fair value apps here? But the Bitcoin, the 1 minute kill shot has been excellent. So like for me, I'm not looking to try to trade something that I don't really have data on. Did you buy early data on Nasdaq and gold on TradingView or on your neither? So like when you buy a prop firm eval, they provide it for you. So don't buy that. The prop firm will provide it for you. You just got to make sure that you have, when you go to your TradeEvate, if you watch that video I put on Sunday, I walk through the whole setup of the TradeEvate account of things to add on and activate. And that'll if you follow those steps step by step on that video, it'll get you all properly set up. Yeah, of course, Sean. Let me know if you have any other questions or like any wonderings of the prop firms, because yeah, they're a cool opportunity, but they're kind of a lot to like understand in the beginning. I'd also recommend, Sean, reading through a lot of the rules, like making sure you fully understand the rules too before you really start diving into it, because they have a lot of rules that you got to kind of follow. So the 5 minute, this one got inverted on NQ. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Yeah, I'm not really seeing that there's going to be any trade opportunities really coming for Bitcoin or Nasdaq. Actually, let's see. Did Nasdaq do any of the retracement? No, there's no fair value up. So ES is looking pretty choppy over here in this fair value up that it's in. All right, so this is inverted. This is inverted. But gold is starting to see a bounce in this fair value up here. Yeah, okay. I think gold has hit into our discount here. Yep. Nas did. Oh yeah, this one over here. 1020. Yep. Yeah. I think this one over here. Oh wait. This one. I see what you're saying. Yes. It did. It created this 5 minute order block. Pushed down and then would have tapped you in on this pullback here. Yeah. This is like the 5 minute trigger setup here. Right? It pushes up, failures to displace all these highs. Pushes down, creates the order block. Boom. Or a sniper's trap. Right there. Gold might actually give something here. Oh wait, 1020. Whoops, I was looking at the 15 minute time frame. 1010. Yeah, 1015. You get this order block. Yep. Yeah. You also got a 5-minute trigger here on this Nasdaq move, right? Price pushed up, pushed down, inverted this 5-minute fair value gap. You have a super liquidity to the left here. You would have got that 5-minute inversion, tapped in, and you get a push down. So that's a 5-minute trigger right here too. So you have a sniper's trap up here with the liquidity sweep to then an inverse fair value gap and then an order block, right? That's a sniper's trap, and you have 5-minute trigger too. And then you have more sniper traps because you can just kind of, if you miss this one, you can try to take stabs at these other order blocks that form. I'm going to watch gold over here because gold actually might present something here. Good look, Sean. That's a great one. Yeah, that sniper's trap would have worked over here. I was more focused on the 1-minute kill shot that I thought was presenting itself. I mean, you might even get another one right here. Let's see how many points that is that you're risking. 30 points. I want to actually see something in this retest of this order block. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if there's an inverse fair value gap in. Oh, wait, no, we already checked that. There's no inverse fair value gaps here. Was there one in this leg down? Right? So there's this order block that was formed over here. And no 1-minute fair value gaps. Okay, so no, there's nothing. Okay. Yeah, if you did you catch that trade, Sean? Or are you in it right now? It looks like you're in it. Because if you entered off this order block, you would now be moving stops to this order block here, which would be pretty much taking off almost all risk. Nice, dude. I love it. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I'm hyped for you. That would have been the one to enter. That would have been a really good one to enter. Even gold had one too. Right? Gold had that push down, retest into that fair value gap. And then you push down, create the order block, right? You get tapped in on gold, and then boom. Gold did the same opportunity too. I think I'm gonna start paying attention to that too. I mean, it's one of the models that I've used. Yeah. I'm more talking about for myself because I was looking at gold, like even gold had it. I mean, even gold looks like it's doing something right here that like you could take. The way it just respected that fair value gap. Logan, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Bitcoin had it too. Bitcoin inverse the fair value gap. You could have done a 5-minute trigger. Actually, the 5-minute trigger would have never tapped you in. Bitcoin hit that high, pushed down, created the order block. I don't think Bitcoin would have ever tapped you in for any of them though. I don't think Bitcoin would have ever tapped you in on any of them. Unless you were looking at this sweep of this high here that failed to displace. And you went down to the 1 minute, and was there an inverse fair value gap? There was. There was that inverse fair value gap right here. Ideally for me, Bitcoin would have gone up a little higher to this high in this 15-minute fair value gap. That's what I was really looking for, Bitcoin. Was it to retrace into that? No, 810. Oh, 810 over here. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. I see what you're talking about. Yep. I'll be right back. Uh-huh. Oh, let's see if this one taps you in on this order block too and keeps running. Or does this one stop you out? We'll see. You got tapped in though, right on this candle. This one for me is a little too deep into this move already to like try to catch. We'll see. Yeah, I hope it works out. I hope you get another order block right here, and you can literally move stops down into profit at that point. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping you get literally it creates this blue one and then it pushes down and create another fresh order block for you. Wait, did that low hit any points? I don't think so. I was kind of looking. I don't think it did. It did hit like this 1 hour low, but this is the more important one. But it broke below it. Oh wait, no, it didn't break below it. But this 1 hour did invert this big 1 hour fair value up. So like, if anything, I think we just got a fresh 1 hour fair candle. So what I think you're getting is just that this 1 hour candle is getting its wick, if that makes sense. Because we just got this 1 hour candle, so you're going to probably maybe see a little bit of retracement, and then it'll expand and continue down to like these levels, because it looks very bearish. Like, it looks like you're on the right side of the market. Yeah, so we just inverted this 1 hour. You're probably going to get a little retracement. Hopefully it's just not too deep, right? Hopefully it's not too deep. And then hopefully it continues expanding. That's like the... That's why catching these like later trades is a little bit more risky, because when you start getting those fresh like candles, those higher time frame candles, they like to retrace, right? Have bigger retracements, which then gets you sometimes caught in a stop loss because you get caught in that retracement. But that's why we utilize these order blocks, because ideally price, if you're on the right side of the market, should not come back above those order blocks. It should hold those order blocks. But sometimes it will come back above them and then continue, which is a bummer when it does that. But they ideally should be holding those levels. Oh. Oh. There you go. Now that 1 hour candle is probably done retracing, and now it should probably continue that move. Hopefully. I mean, with the way the 1 hour just closed, I mean, I'd be pretty shocked if the 1 hour decides to retrace this entire 1 hour candle at this point. Like even ES, or sorry, this is gold. Let's look at ES on the 1 hour. ES is in a 1 hour fair value up too, but let's see the 1 hour. Like it's due for retracement, you know, at least. And the higher time frame is ultimately bearish, but like ES and NQ are due for that deep retracement into these levels down here. So I don't think you're on the wrong side of the market at all. I think you're on the right side. ES's momentum, though, has slowed quite a bit. Price action on ES, I mean, is nasty. I mean, look at this. This is just nasty price action. It actually looks like there might have been a 1 minute kill shot set up right here. You had a big wick under these lows in this 15-minute fair value gap, and I think it tapped you in too. Yeah, you get a fair value gap right here, inverted, tapped you in. I think you'd actually be already at TP. You'd for sure already be at TP. You'd be above it. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, you would have already hit TP. Dude, ES has been providing more opportunities than NQ. Even up here. ES hit into the 5 minute high. Right? And I'm pretty sure it gave you a 1 minute kill shot to go short. It did. Look at that. 1 minute kill shot. You fail to displace that high. You get that fair value gap inverted immediately. Tapped you in and then ripped down to your TP. Yeah. Dude, ES is I don't know, dude. ES is, I feel like, is really good to trade. And the nice thing with ES, it never gave you the long opportunity. Actually, that's not true. It did on this massive wick. But you would have been in the short from up here, and it would have hit your TP. And you would have been still in that short, so. Bitcoin's still diving. Hey, my dog. Yeah, here comes the Nasdaq. I think Nasdaq's about to give you another order block here. ES might even give an order block. Yeah, it is creating order blocks to the downside. Like it just created this order block here. But this one might stop you out if you took this one. Yeah, this one would have stopped you out. Bitcoin looks like it's starting to slow down. Is it at? It's not really at any key levels. On the 1 hour time frame, there's no fair value gap. You're at this 1 hour order block, but the way this 1 hour candle closed through this fair value gap here on the 1 hour, it looks like Bitcoin wants to attack this 15-minute fair value gap down here. I'll be right back. My dog's barking. No, didn't took the trade on Bitcoin because the order blocks was a bit. Yeah. Good luck. Because, yeah, it's like really choppy. It took 3 candles to engulf that 1 candle. These Nasdaq ones are great, right? Because it's like they show momentum. They're like good, strong, bearish candles. Even gold here. Gold even is doing some order block movement, right? You have this order block that formed, tapped you in, pushing up, making another order block. I know a friend that I'm pretty sure that's like his main thing with gold. He trades just the order blocks as they form on the 5-minute, I think. I could be wrong. Yeah. Like 15-minute time frame. Gold has this big 15-minute time frame here now. Does it make a difference on market if London closed because London just closed? The difference with that is that volume might slow, right? So when you get into when London closes, right, the volume might slow down in the market. But New York session's still open, so I mean, in my opinion, New York session's still good until like I think it's 11 or no. I guess you're getting out of like what's called the sweet spot of New York because you got that kill zone between London and New York. But yeah, for me, I don't even pay attention to that, to be honest with you. I'm more focusing on that still New York and the New York AM session. Because right now it's like 11:16 a.m. in New York time. Once it hits that noon time in New York, so like one more hour, around like 9:30 a.m. my time, is when you're like, okay, now trades are probably not coming around like that as good as they were in the morning time, right? Like, yeah. Some people don't trade. Some people literally will only trade the first hour of market open for New York. So, or like 2 hours. Like they always kind of only trade between those 2 hours because that's like the best time to trade when it comes to like Nasdaq. And some people will not trade outside of that little like time frame. Because if you notice, if you pay attention, that's usually when you'll get like some kind of expansive move. And then that's all they're trying to get is that first little move and be done with the day. Yeah, Nasdaq might it tapped you out on that one. At least you're able to take off like a ton of your risk, like a lot of your risk, which is nice. So how much was that? Yeah, you're risking 32, and then you're able to then only risk 10 points. Yeah, that's nice. And if you're doing 32, oh man, if you're doing 2R, you're pretty close to TP too. That sucks. Oh, it's so frustrating. I'm sorry, dude. I know how that feels. If this is actually where Nasdaq is going to flip, I'd really want to see it come down and sweep below. Let's see ES. Oh, whoops. Yeah, oh, look, ES. And ES swept the lows before it did that too. Like, see how ES did that? Nasdaq, I guess Nasdaq kind of swept the lows, but not really. I would prefer like ES is where it's like consolidating, then boom, it sweeps, right? And then pushes. ES or NQ just kind of like made an order block, pushed down further, pushed up, and then just decided to move. So NQ didn't really give a good setup to go like an indication that we should go long, where ES kind of like formed a little bit better of one. But this price action on ES is really bad right now. I'm kind of hoping gold gives us something here, because gold is actually gold could probably retrace a little lower, but the 1 hour time frame, gold had this impulse move and it tapped into discount into a nice footprint, giving a bullish reaction. I'm really hoping gold can give us a 1 minute kill shot here. I think that'd be really good, and we target Asia high. And that'd be like the final, that'd be kind of like the final trade of the day, potentially. Bitcoin is still yet to really give anything here. Just kind of waiting on Bitcoin. Last night, I don't know, Sean, if you saw last night, we were able to actually end the day green on Bitcoin. My closing trade last night was, I'll show you the P&L. Can I move this? No. Here. Over $100 trade that we were able to snag on Bitcoin. $109.05 during Asia session. A really good 1 minute kill shot on Bitcoin. Yeah, during Asia. Yeah, Bitcoin's a great asset to trade during Asia too. You could get really good setups. And the nice thing is too, if you catch the right move on Asia, potentially you can hold it all the way through to New York session. And you catch that move, or like even through London. Asia, I haven't gotten one yet, but I know there's sometimes that opportunity where like you can get a really good trade during Asia for Bitcoin. But yeah, we snagged a pretty good one last night on Bitcoin. We took a $2 loss, or so yesterday we took a $22 loss, a $5 loss, so $27. And then a 56, so like 83. So we weren't green a lot, but we were green a little bit. What time does Asia session start? For me, it's 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if I do like what I do, I like to keep my charts in New York time. So if I go to my charts, it's always in New York. Can you guys see that? And 1800 hours on your chart, if you have your New York time on, is when Asia starts. So if you just do New York in your charts, and then you wait for that 1800 hour candle, which is 5 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. No, wait, no. 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But Asia starts at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Or if you just add New York session to your trading charts, it's the 1800 hour candle. Oh shoot, I didn't even realize this. Gold gave me an opportunity. I kind of missed it. You have this push up in these the higher time frame fair value gap. Failed to displace that high. 1 minute inversion. Inverts, taps you in. This one should be a good trade. You're not shooting for a really big trade, but yeah, it's not like a huge trade, but hey, a win's a win. Nice, dude. I love it. I love it. Let's go. Oh, my dog's barking. Hang on. So in Q, might be inverting this 5 minute fair value gap. What I'm actually focused in on here is gold. If gold does a change in state of delivery here on the 5, I might try to take a snag on this gold trade. Because it retraced back up, creating a 5 minute order block. Potentially. We got to wait for the candle to close. Stop loss goes a liquidity sweep up here. And we shoot for 2R. It's like that 5 minute trigger. Or no. Sorry, sniper's trap. I always get them confused. That is true. There is that fair value gap entry too. Right here. Oh yeah, look at that wick off. The thing with gold though, your overall trend here on the 5 minute, right, is bearish. In this lower time frame. But if you go to the higher time frame, like the 1 hour, you know, you are in that. But the 4 hour on gold too could see deeper retracement. Yes, that is true on the higher time frame fair value gap. Yes, on the 5 on this 15 minute, yeah, that's true. Yeah, this 15 minute fair value gap, yep. Entry here, stop loss probably goes up to here. That's a wide stop though. Oh wait, no, it goes here. Yeah, I'm gonna take a stab at this gold one if it gives us the order block. Stop loss goes there. TP right there. Oh. All right, I'm gonna take a stab at this gold one here. I missed the ideal entry, which is the 1 minute fair value gap, 1 minute kill shot. So we're gonna do one of our sniper's trap one with the order blocks, and see if we can get an entry that way. But it could also rip down without us, and it looks that's what it's gonna do. Sick. Dang it. Look at Nasdaq. Holy smokes. I'm interested to see what does the Nasdaq do on this low here. Jeez, dude, look at SP 500, so choppy. Dang it, gold. Yeah, dude, look at Nasdaq. Big ol' push down. Oh. Nasdaq actually might have a big rejection wick off this low here. We'll wait for this 5-minute candle to close on Nasdaq. If Nasdaq, man, I hate even the idea of trying to go long again. They've all failed on me. But it's the one you don't take that's going to win. Looks like gold's going to run without me on this order block here. Man, dang it. I totally missed the 1-minute kill shot. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to cancel this gold order. And I think I'm actually going to focus in here on Nasdaq because it looks like it's giving me something. I got to wait for this 5-minute candle to close, though. And the next minute. Oh, okay. All right, we'll do that. Jeez, dude. All right. All right, we're tapped in on NQ. It gave us what we want. Now we'll see how this one plays out. Hopefully it works and it doesn't screw me over like it has today. Okay. All right. A big, large rejection wick, and it's a bullish close. I like that. Off these lows here. Okay, you also have a lot of market structure shift on the 5-minute here. You have inverse fair value gaps on the 5-minute. You have a failure to close below this low also on the 5-minute, and then another retest of that low, failure to close below it. You have 5-minute pushing up above. Yeah, like it's there, but will it actually give it to me? You know, like, will it actually give it to me? It's been kind of Nasdaq. I feel like it's been bullying me lately. Let's look at ES2. ES is ripping up also. So that's good confluence. That's really good confluence. ES also failed to displace these lows. So I think we're on the right side of the market. Like, we should be. Or is it going to be mean to us? Right? So let's see if maybe price can come up and give us an order block, you know, all the way up at this high here. Basically, if it comes and hits our TP, we should be getting an order block. So we'll see how it goes. But ideally, it gives us an opportunity here. Yo, what is going on? Why is TradeSyncer not doing any of my... Yo, are you actually serious, TradeSyncer? I don't know what's going on, but TradeSyncer is not copying any of my orders. Kind of frustrating. Cockpit, it should be. Connections, they're all connected, they're all good. It's just not doing it. That's a bummer. Oh, wait. Oops. Okay. I had to manually put in my orders over here. Okay. Yeah, I had to manually put in all my orders on these trades. Yo, if we could get an order block here on NQ, that'd be nice. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of all over the place. My things aren't working properly. which causes me to have to adjust. On gold. Oh, bro, Naz. I mean, it looks good for 1 minute co shot. Yeah, it looks good, but of course, it's kind of going against us right now. Oh, this would actually be pretty frustrating if this one doesn't work. Like S&P 500 is, you know, staying bullish and failing to displace these lows, and having a very large move. We've inverted this little fair value gap on the 5 minute. We've had major market structure shift on ES. Same with Nasdaq. I mean, I've already explained this. So it should be, you know, should be the right trade. Just will it actually work for us today? There we go. Looking good. We're actually going to potentially hit our TP target for our Top Step account. We're almost to $1,500 in the account. So hopefully we can hit that. Yeah, we might actually hit it. I'll let you know if we hit our TP for our Top Step account for our daily profit goal of $1,500. So I'm loving what I'm seeing on ES. Really good push momentum, right? Same for Nasdaq. I'm liking it. Looks like we're gonna get an order block. If that big down candle gets inverse, it is safe to get you. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, we got to battle kind of through this big 5 minute fair value gap on NQ and even on ES. That hopefully we can get that inverse fair value gap on. All right, this guy. We were close to our TP on that Top Step account. No, it's not too close because we're basically at break even. Dang, I was really hoping we'd get an order block here. Looks like ES is giving an order block. ES gave an order block. NQ didn't. I'm just gonna be patient here and stick to be very mechanical. Like it's always bitten me in the butt if I start freaking out. You know, not freaking out. That's a little bit dramatic, but like if I start saying, "Oh, maybe I should move stops up because you know the way it's reacting is fair value up." Blah 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 blah. Nah. For me, I've learned my lesson now. I am sticking to the 5 minute order block. If I do not get a 5 minute order block, I'm not moving jack. It's bit me in the butt every single time. I'm just going to stick to it. I'm going to try to be so disciplined on that. That's like the one thing that like, I feel like that's the one thing that keeps hurting me the most. It looks like ES wants to push through this. Like it's getting close to pushing through it. I think that could be good if ES can start, you know, leading here and and then NQ follows. There we go. There we go. Push through. There we go. There we go. Yes. Push through. Give like me some crazy displacement. Come on. Yeah, I'd agree. Give me some crazy displacement right now. Come on, NQ. I deserve it. Come on, you've been mean to me this morning. If it could break above these wicks, these little 2 wicks right here, I think we would get a little pop. And that would actually hit my TP for top step. My TP for top step's like right at these highs. Because you cannot make more than $1,500 a day in your top step account, or you have to make more money. Dude, it's gotten so close to that stupid TP so many times. Two more minutes and maybe we get an order block here. Can we get an order block on NQ, just like ES did, and then an inversion on ES? That'd be perfect. ES might just invert it, dude. We'll see. I don't want to get too excited. All right, let's move stops up on NQ. There we go. Stops are moved up now. We got an inversion on ES, order block on NQ. Let's go. Should be good. Should be good. We'll see. We should be okay here, but I'm just really hoping that NQ doesn't come and stop me out on this order block before it runs. NQ respected the order block and pushed through, so I swear, NQ, if you do this to me, please push. Please push. Oh my gosh, that was close. Come on, push. Push NQ, push NQ, push. Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh my gosh. That did not stop me out. That's a pixel away. I really hope it doesn't. I really hope it rips now. It actually stopped me out in NQ. 1 inch, dude. On NQ, it actually stopped me out. So my top sub account got stopped out. Because MNQ and NQ are a little different. Yeah, NQ actually went below it. NQ went below this order block low, where MNQ went just above it. Dang it, dude. That's crazy. Depending on how this 5-minute candle closes, I might re-enter over on my top sub account because we just kind of got that unlucky tap and we're still in on this. Depending on how this 5-minute close, I might re-enter over there to see if we can still hit that target goal for the day. I cannot believe that did not stop me out. Oh my gosh. NQ, are you going to be nice to me like that? Yo, is NQ going to be actually nice like that? Dude, no way. Let's go, NQ. Thank you for being kind to me. All right, I re-entered on that NQ position. On top step, I like the way this closed. I think we just got that unlucky tap out. And it should still work. I like that ES inverted this 5-minute fair value gap. I'm hoping NQ can do the same. And I'm hoping that we can start seeing some displacement to the upside. I'm not liking this reaction on NQ. It should be displacing. It's not looking too hot. Man, that's a bummer, dude. I feel like this one's an A+ setup. I don't like how much Nasdaq's battling in this fair value gap. I kind of wanted it to use it as fuel, but it looks like it's going to actually get a continuation or chop or something here. I don't think it's going to give us exactly what we're looking for. Yeah, I think we're going to get stopped out here on NQ. This will be our closing trade of the day. If it stops us out. Maybe it'll still work. Maybe it'll bounce again. Nope, it's gonna stop us out. It's way too close. Yeah. Oh, today's a frustrating day. There we go. Okay, stop filled on that one. Dang, frustrating day on that one. Price doesn't want to cooperate. Let me make sure I cancel all my orders. All right, we're done trading for today. That's 3 trades, and none of them worked out. None of them worked out today. Pretty frustrating. What am I looking for? Yeah, pretty frustrating day today for that. Dang it, dude. Well, we come back tomorrow. Frustrating day, but hey, we're gonna keep working at it. This NQ setup, I think, was pretty perfect setup. I think we just got kind of unlucky with this little momentum here, but it's also, I'll be pretty frustrated if I see this thing start to rip up right after it taps us out. What are you gonna do here, NQ? I'm interested to see what does NQ do here. Well, we can't take a trade anyway, so. I'm sorry, guys. Not a fun day today. Not a fun day today on stream. No dubs today. See you tomorrow, Sean. I'm out too. I'm going to go hit the gym now. Going to go try to enjoy my morning and get some more work done. All right, everyone. I'll see